welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm continuing exactly where I left off from the last episode, right here in front of Mito, as we have just defeated the Great Deku Tree dungeon. And unfortunately, the Great Deku Tree is gone from the world. Hey Starboy, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Well, there's not much I could do. I tried saving him, but he was dead before I could even do anything else. So now I will just simply go over to your house, steal all your loot, and start making my way to Hyrule Castle. Because the one thing I forgot from the last episode was to go in here and get the rupees that were in here. You got a green rupee. That's 1 rupee. You got a blue rupee. That's 5. Hello, Mito. You got over here so quickly. Hey, what are you doing at my house? Stealing all your treasure? I'm leaving the last one because the last one's not a green rupee. It's a recovery heart. So I don't have to worry about trying to get that. Again, if you are confused by the borders, I'm playing on the Nintendo 64 port on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, you're leaving. Unfortunately, I am. I just realized you have a red fairy. I wish I could trade you colors. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Starboy. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You received the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and press C to start playing it. On the select arm subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right, and then use that C stick to start playing. You can play different notes with A and the 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing, or to start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. I will do my best to remember to do that, as I know I will need to see you again before I get too far into the story. I'm sorry, Saria, but I have to leave you here. I'll miss you. And now we are officially within Hyrule Field. We can now visit the land of Hyrule as you please. Oh god, I just saw that. I forgot, and I hate this one NPC. And now we can just easily roll to maneuver quickly. Woohoo! Starboy, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. This is the NPC that I absolutely hate the most, the owl, because his nonsense always gets to me. Because if I ever went too quickly through his dialogue, I would end up having to start all over again and then have to deal with it all over again. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens, and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? This is where that tricks you because they flip the no and yes upside down. Alright then, I'll see you around. Alright, and that is not the last time we will see him. We will see him plenty more times until then. What phone? You spooked me. Now, the one issue I have is making sure I make my way over to Hyrule Castle before time is up, because if not, I have to wait one full cycle before I can actually do anything. So one of the quickest ways to get over there is to actually roll, but without everything that's going, I don't know if I'll make it in time. Roll for your life, Link. Roll. Yeah, I make it. I'm fine. It's not... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not fully nighttime yet, so I can still easily go through here and do everything I need. Just go through here, collect all the rupees. And funny enough, there is actually a couple of golden Skulltulas sitting in here, as I just happened to bring them up. There's another one, so that makes number 4, right? Let me check real quick. Yep, number 4. I'm actually gonna put the ocarina here. Don't worry, guardsmen, I know you'll be refilling these pots all so soon. And all these crates that I'm breaking. Now, one of the easiest ways I know to clear this area is after you complete the Goron area and get the bomb bag. Because it'll just be so much easier from there. Alright, now we go into the main area. Into the market space. And we go this way. And we say hi to Milan. Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Milan. My dad owns Lanon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Well, I'll happily help you out with that after I go over here and just cause all the doors to stay put, and all the boxes to stay put, and everything else to shake. I'll go to the shooting gallery. Don't know what that flash was, I apologize. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Sure. Okay, this is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. This is where the controls start feeling a little chunky. And right there. Okay. Now I just gotta time this correctly. No! I almost had it. Almost. Well, alright, I'll let you try one more time for free. This time, you gotta do it. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. Then the blue rupee. Then back to the green. And then the double blue. And then now it's all reds. Come on. No! No! Damn it. Almost. Well, alright. I'll let you try one more time for free. This time, you gotta do it. Alright, let's try it again. I don't think I've ever been given so many free chances to do this. No, come on, there we go. Okay, here and here. And now, that. There we go, finally. Wonderful, bravo, perfect. Here's the fantastic present. 3 tries on all 20 rupees. You got a Deku Seeds bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets. That's all that we can get from here at this time. But, we do have another one that we can do real quick, which is Bombchu Bowling. Which is right in here. Bombchu Bowling Alley. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not open for business yet. Please come back soon. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I can't do Bombchu Bowling yet. Hello there. Have you heard the legend of the Shadow Folk? They are the Sheikah. The Sheikah. The Shadows of the Hylians. They say they swore allegiance to the King of Hyrule and guarded the royal family. But with the long peace, no one has seen a Sheikah around here for a long time. However, I heard there is one Sheikah woman living in the castle. Ah yes, the one among the stories. Well, I got an extra 5 rupees, so I won't say no to that. Alright. I guess I'll go and try to find your dad now. And it's still technically nighttime on the way, and there's the owl again. Hey, Starboy, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Hoot. On this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you are in Lon Lon Ranch or out of town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going to go now? Hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No, because now they flip it back. Ooh, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. Hoo. And now it's nighttime officially. And thus, I will get me a golden scatula. There are some hidden golden scatulas within the trees, so you have to be able to know exactly which ones are which. Yeah, you can talk to the guard over there about trying to go into the castle to visit the princess over something emergent. But you won't be able to, so you have to climb up this vine along this wall here. Now, if I find Milan's dad, how am I going to be able to get him back to the ranch? Because there's nothing else I could really do. Well, to find out more about the information, I have to either leave town to come back or get caught. Hey, you stop! You kid over there. So I'll get caught and thrown back, and it looks like I'll take damage, but that's just immunity frames for whatever reason. Then you hear the melody, and then you come back and you find Milan just right next to the vines. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you'll look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to C and see what happens. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right, and then press C to use it. And thus, from in there, a cuckoo will actually be born on the next day. We just need to be able to get to Milan's dad before too long. Now, we can't go straight across over here. We have to drop down. We have to avoid any and all sightlines of the guards. The girl from the ranch asked us to find her father. I wonder where he is. I know exactly where he is. I have just to avoid every guard on the way over, as there is like... Oh, look! A chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life! So now with this chicken out, you'll be able to see exactly here soon if you have not been made aware of this game over its course of like 20 plus years of what that does. As this game did come out in 1998. To avoid the guard's detection up here, I have to actually drop into the moat and swim over this direction. And just like that one tree, if I do recall, there's a golden scatula in this one. No, there's seeds in this. But there wasn't any of that. There's a guy sleeping over here. That might be Milan's father. Mumble, mumble. Welcome. Our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. Chicken, help me. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Well, it's kind of hard for you to sleep, especially since you're, oh, I don't know, right outside the castle. Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. Now, if you look at him, he almost looks like our friendly plumber Mario, based on the color of his attire. Plus, he has what looks like a Bowser crest right on his chest. What? Milan was looking for me? I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Milan behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Yeah. But yeah, his attire looks almost strikingly similar to that of our friendly plumber. Now, there's a lot of like speedrunners, for example, again, Linkus7, who happens to do like shortcuts or glitches or clippings, or whatever you want to call it, to get through certain areas faster. Whereas, for me, I like doing it the casual way because it's a little bit more interesting, and I will show you exactly what to do in this next area. For from here on, in this next area, we have to avoid the detection of the guards in order to be able to get to Princess Zelda. And that is where the fun really begins. Come on, climb up, there we go. Crawl through this little enclosure. We are now in the castle courtyard. Now here's the fun part. The guards are posted up here, and since he's so far back, he doesn't see me. But now next to this part, there are actually two guards. One right there in the back corner of that fountain, and then this guard right here in front of me. The difference between the two is that the one in the back is all pepped up on coffee, so he's moving a bit quicker than the other guard. And so I have to time it properly for me to be able to get past him. The one guard closest to me is not the one I have to worry about. It's the other one that had nothing but espresso shots all day. But now that we've gotten past him, he doesn't detect us anymore. And while it is tempting to get all the rupees that are down there by that card that has looked like he's gotten a small shot of coffee, I have to take my time and go across this banister here. If I fall off, I risk getting detected from down there. Now, secretly, there are two guards here. Both that have taken their time and have nothing but sweet tea and just taken a liking to some mid-morning salads. So they're going to take their time crawling through this area. None of them will backtrack. They'll actually just circle this statue, which I still don't have a full understanding as to what this is, but it is like an interesting statue to say the least. Now for the final stretch, is that there are two guards here as well, the one closest to me, and then the one in the back. Both of these have had espresso shots, and thus are really fast for no reason, but since they were in a very good spot when I got over there, we don't have to worry about them. And so now, we are now in the official castle courtyard, and if we look over to our left, there's a regular window, but over here to our right is actually a small little Easter egg. You could see Bowser, Princess Peach, Mario from the Nintendo 64 version, and then obviously, let me angle it up just a little bit better, there's Yoshi right here, and then if we go all the way over here, you'll actually see Luigi right over here too. Plus, if you take your slingshot out and then you hit the window with it, you'll be rewarded with 20 rupees on your first hit. Nothing happens anymore afterwards. But I don't know if the game, when it resets, it'll give you more. But if you hit this window with a slingshot, this happens. The guard will pop up from behind the window and say, "Hey you, don't cause any trouble," and then throw a bomb. Thus referencing the guards back in the Link to the Past that will throw the bombs at you. Now let's go talk to the princess, shall we? Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? I'm Starboy, the fairy boy from the forest. And I'm actually sneaky because I'm short and green. Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Why, yes it is. Thank you for noticing. Then are you from the forest? As I have mentioned, yes I am. Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone. Do you have it? Well, yes, if you will let me grab it simply from my back pocket over here, I can easily get it for you. Oh, never mind, just as I thought. I guess my word is just good enough for her then. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out from the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? I am Starboy. Starboy. Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Starboy. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Great, so I'm going to hear another iteration of the great story that the Great Deku Tree has passed down. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Okay. The legend goes like this. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the Sacred Realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? Why yes, great Zelda Princess of Hyrule. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Sure, why not? Not much of a spy looking through here with my 1,000-yard stare eyes. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? Are you talking about the guards, or are you talking about the man in black armor? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning, yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Starboy, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay. Thank you. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. You must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Zelda's autograph. Set it to C and show it with C. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right, and then use that C to show it to people. Okay. And then there's this person. A member of the Sheikah. Impa. Who is in like every Zelda game ever anymore. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? Perhaps. My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. Therefore, there is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. I wish I could whistle like that. That'd be cool. God. Apologize. I don't know what's up with my nose. It's so itchy today. I think my sinuses are acting up. Our first official song that we now have on the Ocarina is Zelda's Lullaby. You've learned Zelda's Lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. And now we are back out front of Hyrule Castle. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stones of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright? We're counting on you. I don't know why I was taking pauses here and there. I guess I was reading too fast and my brain just went eh. Okay. So now we start making our way over towards Death Mountain, which for whatever reason looks really small, but in every other instance looks absolutely huge. But on the bright side though too, we can also start looking for some some good items on the way. Alright, roll into this tree. Ooh, we got some extra rupees. We got 66 rupees now. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really buy. But welcome to Kakariko Village. Here is where I can easily get 2 pieces of heart. Really do. Plus, I can also get me a bottle as well from over here. I'm going to go ahead and start getting all the cuckoos in the pen to get the bottle. Come here, cuckoo. And I need you over here for something special. And away we go. Oop. Hurry back over. Come on, go over. There we go. Pick up this cuckoo. Now, whatever you do, you don't want to harm the cuckoos, because for whatever reason, if you damage the cuckoos enough, they will send out a call to war and decide they will summon a flock of cuckoos that will attack you relentlessly until you leave the area. If you happen to go back into the area, you can easily go and do whatever it is else you need to do. But after that, there's nothing else you can do. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, get this cuckoo. So once we get all this, we'll just be able to get ourselves a free empty bottle. But the funny part is that the caretaker gets goosebumps when taking care of the cuckoos, which makes me believe that she has some allergic reaction to possibly the feathers that the cuckoos have. So, okay, here's the other 2 cuckoos. Alright. Get back here. Stop moving. Okay, so now we have 2 more that we have to collect. There's one on the way up this hill over here, and there's actually one stuck in the crate in front of this house that I'm next to. And for whatever reason, even though I release it from this box, it won't go anywhere until you get close enough to it. But after that, it's just free reign of being able to move around and just have fun. Okay, now to get the last one, which is over here. But, how are you guys enjoying this so far? Are you liking the diversity of the different games that I'm playing? Enjoying the content that is being brought to you? Because I know playing on the Nintendo 64, which came out literally 3 days before I was born, because that was something I didn't recall about that. I only remember that Mario 64 came out on the day I was born, plus a couple of other games. But I know that the Nintendo 64 was actually something that came out just prior to that. Thank you for finding my cuckoos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps when I touch them. For helping me, I will give you this. I will give this to you. It's fine glass and should be useful. Please take good care of it. You got an empty bottle. After you put something in this bottle, set it to see when you want to use the item inside. So now that I have this, I'm going to go into this pen, steal a cuckoo, and then I have to use this cuckoo to get into this building that's over here. And essentially start getting ready to get this item that's in here. Okay, come here, get this. Because this is essentially the only real way to be able to get to it before you want to go up Death Mountain. Okay, and here we go. Because now we got ourselves our very first piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces total to get another heart container. More containers mean more life energy. And now we're going to get the final piece of heart before that's in this area before we happen to end off the episode here. And the only real way to get it is by unfortunately doing this. You go over here, up to this watchtower, you climb up all the way to the top. And then instead of taking a coup, which you cannot get to take up here, you have to go here, step all the way over here for distance, and then time it properly, because for the reason Link will move forward if you're wanting to move right. And if he moves forward enough, it'll actually slow him down to where you can't really move over enough. I'm pretty sure you could do it if you're standing all the way over here. But you have to make sure that Link is moving like this, and then move over. I guess you could just do that, because then you talk to this guy. Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. Falling means again because I fell down the first time. You got a piece of heart. So far, you've collected 2 pieces. With 2 more pieces, you will gain more life energy. And so, we're going to end it off here. Right here in front of the windmill that has something in it. I don't remember if there's anything in the clock tower or whatnot, but I will have to find out at a later point in time. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it does help the channel grow just a little bit more. If you like the content that is being displayed here on the channel, consider liking the video, so that way I know to make more content for you guys. And if you have any other recommendations, feel free to go and leave it in the comments below. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.